In this video, we're going to talk about how to use price action rules to help us identify directional bias of the market and where are the high probability setups. So the very first thing I need to do as a price action trader, I need to do my pre-market analysis, the overnight session, and I can see that we have series of higher lows, higher highs, and I need to identify the correct channel. So at the bottom of the move, I can see nice market geometry allowing me to identify the trend line. I'm going to copy it, put it at the top, and the trend is bullish. The bias is up, so I'm not even thinking about selling. I want to see correction to the key entry point, to a 1 bar EMA, and I want to see price action offering me a nice setup, high probability setup at the key entry point. So stock market is about to open and we can see how nicely the EMA keeps projecting. This is in fact confirming that the trend is quite strong. So the prices keep trending higher. We're correcting, so I need to redraw the short-term downtrend working lower because I cannot just identify the main channel. I also need to pay attention to the short-term corrections. You have a closeout side, attempt to test the new low, and a massive bullish momentum at the EMA tier 1 single bar. And you can see this bar closed so far up that it is retracing the entirety, almost the entirety of the downtrend, which means there is not going to be new extreme tested. There was an attempt, and because trend up is quite strong, this is decent high probability setup, second entry long at the key entry point, great signal bar, and we're buying where the correction phase is ending and the brand new push phase is about to start. So we're going to place our limit order at the close. I actually have my limit order much deeper. Stop loss has to go 1 tick below the single bar, work for a scalp. Prices are correcting now, so right now I need to be a little bit patient because we are breaking the channel. I expect new high to be tested following the trendline rule, but we are below EMA and I simply cannot predict how many pushes lower there's going to be, okay? If I expect new high, I want to see push back above EMA. That's the resumption and that's the confirmation that the bulls are back in the market and I can start thinking about long setups as well. So at this point you can see market is correcting, it's correcting. We're finally pushing above EMA. Now you can see the correction down visually has almost no pullbacks. It looks like a one strong leg working lower. You can see it is very easy for me to draw wider downtrend. This is important analysis because as prices are correcting higher, I'm going to redraw the short-term uptrend. You have a new low for a entry short pullback, second entry short failure I cannot take. Here you can consider fail second entry short continuation, okay? But you can see the body is not fully at the EMA. There's a gap between the body and the EMA. And also you'd like to see fail second entry short form right after it pushed above EMA, close to the EMA here. And this is important since there is easily a case to be made for potential wider downtrend. I really want the fail second entry short to form better. So because it pushed quite far up, because we are not at the EMA with the body, there's a massive gap, and this looks like one strongly working lower. I gotta be careful, and I need to see the second entry long, new high first entry long, second entry long. Of course, I cannot take second entry long so far from the EMA, so I need to see double trap, which form now. Now we have double trap, and it visually looks like a one leg down, break, second leg down. So 2 legs down, double trap, but it didn't trigger below this bar, so technically sellers are not stopped out. It is an inside bar which we don't like, so we can't really take it. It worked, yes, but inside bar didn't even break below this bar. We broke below EMA, but you can see it visually resembles to like a pullback. You expect new high. This short-term uptrend has a break, push to new extreme. Okay, we're breaking back below EMA, so I'm going to redraw my downtrend working lower. At this point, what's going through my mind is, okay, we can have one leg down, break, second leg down, and then push above EMA. So this is something that's going through my mind. Correction may be a little bit longer. Okay, 2 legs down. We broke this low. Can we push above EMA? And prices keep trending low like this. Okay, this is not what is supposed to happen if we're about to get new highs. So what I can do is I can measure the retracement from the bottom to the top. And you can see we retraced over the 60%. And this is generally the sign, once you retrace over 50, especially 60%, that the retracement is too deep. This downtrend is too strong. We're not going to get new high. That can happen in price action. Nothing is 100%. So right now, the retracement was too strong and I need to adapt to a brand new bearish structure. So now I'm allowed, in fact, I have to draw a slightly wider channel because that is right now the current pattern that is in play. I have to redraw the short-term uptrend. So you can see it's pretty much the same thing every single time. Identify the trend and follow short-term trend line. Now we have a downtrend and I have to follow the short-term uptrend, break, push to a new extreme. So uptrend played out, new low, I'm going to reset the count, First entry short, pullback, second entry short. It is a little bit sideways, but what is important is the EMA is not in the middle of these bars. We're still below it. So EMA is acting as a resistance, and this is decent high probability setup. I was a little bit unsure here. I didn't take it in time, but this is a decent setup. And then we had great lower high. You can see we broke lower. This is a lower high because this is the highest high of this correction. So I'm going to reset the count, counting for longs. First entry long, failure. There's going to be break below this bearish bar. So lower high is first entry long that is failing. EMA keeps rejecting. This downtrend needs to get new extreme. Great signal bar. This is great. Lower high. Actually, this is a second entry short. This is a great lower high. Confirmation setup. It's confirming the second entry short. It happened super fast though. Very hard to catch it. And market keeps trending lower. So now we have break and push to a new extreme. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause looking to sell because this downtrend played out with the break new extreme. Okay, first entry short. We have another second entry short, but I simply cannot take it. Okay, because this downtrend just played out with the break new low. So I don't know if there's going to be some stronger pullback. Okay, we keep trending lower. I'm going to redraw the short-term uptrend. And right now what I'm going to do, okay, we keep working lower again. So I have to redraw some bigger downtrend. Why after breaking extreme, there is another push down, another push down. Why EMA keeps rejecting every single time? So I'm reading price action based on these candles, how they work with the EMA. It is a supportive indicator, but you can see how useful it is. It is telling you that the bearish pressure is still strong, given the rejections. So we have still lower highs and lower lows. So I'm going to draw bigger downtrend because main swing, second swing, I'm going to copy it, put it at the bottom. And you can see because we have so many pushes lower, I have to look for bigger downtrend. We're probably heading to the low of the day. So I'm going to redraw the uptrend once again. First entry short. So I'm thinking about second entry short because once I have the wider channel drawn, this is solidifying that the trend down is still in play and it's bearish. So it's simple. I want to see this. I want to see second entry short at the EMA. Second entry short at the EMA. Okay, new low, first entry short. Pullback, second entry short. New low, first entry short, second entry short. Uptrend played out, almost breaking new high. But because the trend down is quite strong, we don't need to get new high. Absolutely. Technically, this is a triple test. One bounce, second bounce, third bounce. EMA is rejecting great high probability setup. So this right here is a second entry short combined with the triple test, and the more reasons you can find to confirm your setup, your analysis, the better, the more you can trust it. So this is a great setup and the market keeps trending lower. In fact, this setup allows you to have a decent runner because prices never truly pull back in a significant manner. You can see how easy it was to trail the runner. So massive runner. Now our wider channel here, I'm going to tighten it, had overshoot, but it didn't act as overshoot because we broke it again. So I can either widen the channel again like this, or because the structure looks a little bit too strong and I have so much empty room here, what I like adapting to is starting to look for a little bit steeper channel, something like this. And you can see this channel is a little bit better to navigate at this point. Why? Well, because there's not too much of empty room. Okay, you like your channels to be nicely filled. You can see push phase, correction phase, push phase, correction phase. A lot of confirmations, not too much empty room. So this is what you want to see. So trend down is still the main pattern. So we're using price action, market geometry to identify where the market is heading. And now we want to see once again, two-legged pullback, market moves in twos at the key entry point. So I'm going to redraw the short-term uptrend. New low, this is the lowest low. First entry short, pullback, second entry short. You can consider selling above EMA. It actually first take a higher and then lower. It is closing below EMA. Uptrend has a small break, new extreme. And once again, today is a day of second entries. Great second entry short high probability setup because uptrend played out. The trend down is strong. You can see this is a healthy 45-degree angle downtrend. A lot of small bars working lower. Okay, this is a strong variation of a trend. Sometimes traders think that the strong trend has to have gigantic bars. No, gigantic bars, they don't last. Small bars working lower, tiny pullbacks, methodical, boring downtrend. That's the strongest type of downtrend. Great second entry short at the EMA. great high probability setup again. Okay, lower high is so far from the EMA, I can't take it even though it worked. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep resetting the count. We have second entry short again, but it's not full at the EMA. Potential short-term uptrend is still in play. You know, you're selling at the very bottom. We like to see prices correcting a little bit higher. It worked, but you know, it's a bit risky to sell here, but that's a testament how strong the downtrend is. By the way, you can still be holding the runner from either this trade or even this trade. So I'm going to redraw the downtrend working low like this. Okay, new low, first entry short, correction. Actually, we had news announcement at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to redraw the uptrend working higher. And your eyes are already paying attention to this important key level. This important key level, if I'm going to zoom back, is the low of the day important key level. And you can see prices tested the low of the day key level. Sellers stepped in, and everything in price action happens for a reason. Okay, we don't need any oscillator, any stochastic, any MACD, any order flow, any volume profile, none of this. We can just read pure candlesticks and we can identify where the market is going to go. Why? Well, because this downtrend was a very strong downtrend and we expect new extreme according to trendline rule. And because this key level right now is acting as a resistance, this is confirming that the sellers are back in the market and they're about to test the new extreme. You have a short-term uptrend. Do you expect new high? If I'm going to measure the retracement, you can see we retraced only 40%. So this is still tiny retracement if we take it into consideration this bigger downtrend. So I'm not focusing on going long. You can't go long because you're so far from the EMA, the downtrend is still in play. But let's say there's going to be a break in your extreme, horrible bar, so you cannot go long anyway. But let's say hypothetically there was a great double trap or great bullish bar. Can you go long? You cannot, okay? Because the main pattern is bearish and you prefer this downtrend to get new extreme first. Bigger patterns take precedence. So we're expecting for prices to test the new low, especially since this key level held, but there was no good setup to go long anyway. So no trap regardless. Okay, prices keep trending lower, so I'm going to redraw my downtrend a little bit wider. New low, first entry short. I want to see second entry short. This downtrend needs to get new extreme. We have only first entry short. You can consider this sort of as a mini failed breakout, stacked area, failed breakout, but tail at the bottom, not the cleanest setup. We are still working lower, far from the EMA, can't take it. Okay, so I'm gonna just widen it a little bit. You can see I still get confirmations here. Copy it, put it at the bottom. The reason why I can widen the channel like this, because it is with the direction of the main trend and I expect new low to be tested. So I'm still thinking about short opportunities. First entry short, can I get a second entry short? Break, new extreme. So uptrend played out. We have one leg up, break, second leg up. Actually, once again, mini triple test. One bounce, second bounce, third bounce. So this right here is a second entry short combined with the triple test. Unfortunately, it is not the best signal bar because we didn't take higher. So it is an inside bar, but we have two key entry points. Actually three. Trend line, EMA, resistance, clear broad two legs, clear bias, we need to get new extreme. And when the context is that strong, we can consider risking this because everything aligned here. This setup is really perfect other than the fact it didn't take higher above this bar. So because everything aligned, you can definitely consider. You have so many key entry points. Downtrend needs to get new extreme. There is no bullish case whatsoever. Decent setup. And market created break and a new extreme. So now that the main downtrend played out, you can see downtrend, break, new extreme. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pause looking to go short. And there's a chance that this downtrend is going to get new extreme as well. But I need some stronger confirmation setup. I would have to skip the very first second entry simply because our main downtrend played out and I don't want to risk jumping short prematurely. So I'm going to be patient. Okay, lower high, possibly bad signal bar doji, inside bar again, too much stacked area, you can see small support. We're just going sideways. We just had a break in new extreme, we got to be careful. Okay, market is correcting. We're breaking below, you know, this is interesting. This is a lower high, visual, two legs up, Two-legged pullback, push below EMA. It looks like prices are attempting now to test the new low even for this channel. This lower high is quite tempting. You know, it is not the cleanest setup. It's not confirming either structure. Actually, new low, first entry short, second entry short. It's not a bad time. I'm going to mark it a little bit more aggressive. It is a tempting setup because it is right near the EMA, great single bar, visual 2 legs. And this secondary channel looks like it's going to get new extreme because the downtrend is so strong. So decent setup you can consider. Market keeps working lower. So all downtrends played out. And right now it's a little bit confusing because all downtrends played out. So I don't want to jump into looking to go short prematurely. But at the same time, I cannot think about reversal unless I get proven uptrend because the downtrend was very strong. We traded down over 100 points. So there can be downtrend continuation. So I'm going to be a little bit more patient. We have a first entry short, second entry short. Yes, but we don't have new high. All trends played out. You know, it worked, but EMA is flattening. It's better to be patient here. We want to see something confirmed. Okay, yes, you can be thinking about selling off of these highs, but it is a little bit stacked. You know, there are a couple aggressive setups, not bad setups, but you can consider. Okay, and we keep working lower. So now, after breaking new extreme, why prices are struggling to stay above EMA, and why are we trending lower? So if I'm gonna zoom out, I can actually look for some bigger pattern like this, and we have first swing, second swing, third swing confirmation. So the pattern is already confirmed. In fact, as you can see, we're getting some confirmation here. So I'm going to copy it, put it at the bottom. And because I already have so many confirmations, because we keep pushing lower, and because it is a strong downtrend day, it makes sense to draw it. So the bias is still bearish. This bounce confirmed it again. You know, had there been trigger you can consider, but it's stalled. You have this bar, which you can't really sell below, quite sketchy bar. It worked, yes, no lower high, no nothing. So prices are correcting. Okay, uptrend is in play, nothing here, nothing here. Break a new high. Push below EMA, so you expect new low for this downtrend. You don't even have lower high, so nothing here. Nothing here. You have a second entry short, yes, but 6 points. We can't take it, but spike in a channel needs new low. The big channel to the left needs new low as well, but you know, 6 points, we can't risk it. Nothing really here. Everything is quite sketchy. New low even for the wider channel. So I'm pausing, looking to go short. No trade zone, flat EMA. Okay, I can redraw the short-term uptrend working higher. So after breaking new extreme, we can expect correction or reversal. So what I can do, I can start predicting possible trend range like this. You have a new high first entry long, second entry long, because all downtrends played out. And this push up is quite strong. Taking a second entry long wouldn't be bad, but the double bar entry is quite big. You know, it's better to be patient. Lower high doji, you know, bad single bar. Context wise, these are decent setup. New high first entry long, second entry long. I guess this is not a bad setup if you use double bar entry with the deeper limit order. It actually gave you a chance with the limit order, but the high low is simply doji inside bar. We can't take it. 2 legs down. New high was tested, and now it's getting way too late. The market is about to close. So this is the structure for today. Very, very nice day. A lot of setups on the way down. You can see a lot of second entries at the key entry point. So it was very, very straightforward. Identify the channel, look for high probability setups at the key entry point, and once the day is strong, you can keep looking for different channels because there can be downtrend continuation. So I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.